So there's the sternum, and then at the top of the sternum, if you follow the clavicles to its ends, there's the manubrium, and the clavicle at the ends is where it connects. And then there's the xiphoid process. If you follow the rib cage up, it'll be at the end of the sternum itself. And then there's the clavicle, and feel that with its curved shape. So right here is the scapula, see I'm creating that angle. And then if we follow the scapula up, there's a big bump called the acromion process. And then if we follow it back, there is the spine of the scapula. So on the top one here, there's the supraspinatus fossa, and then followed by the infraspinatus fossa on the bottom. So at the top of the scapula, there's this superior angle, and that's the little bump, and then at the base of the scapula, there's an inferior angle of the scapula. So there's the medial or vestibular border, and then towards the armpit area, there's a lateral or axial border of the scapula. This is the coracoid process. So right here is the humerus, and inside of there where the scapula is meeting the humerus, the ball and socket joint meet. And then the glenoid labrum is the cartilage that makes up the socket. So here's the head of the humerus, but we shouldn't be able to feel it because it is not dislocated. And then in the front, there's a big bump called the greater tubercle, and then a smaller bump on the inside that is called the lesser tubercle. And right in between those is the bicipital groove. So we're going to follow the deltoid down and to a point called the deltoid tuberosity. So where the sternum meets the clavicle, sternoclavicular joints and ligaments. And then where the acromion meets the clavicle, acromioclavicular joint and a ligament called the acromioclavicular ligament. Where the humerus meets the glenoid fossa, where the humerus meets the glenoid cavity, there's a glenohumeral joint and ligament. The ligament going from the coracoid, the tender spot, up to the clavicle is called the coraclavicular ligament. The glenohumeral ligament joint has also two ligaments, but there's a glenohumeral ligament there. Transverse humeral ligament.